Welcome back to Your Mom Games live stream of Baldur's Gate 3. If you can hear me, say hello so I know everything is working today.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the refugees. Just like that.
Awesome. Well, today's episode should be pretty fun. We are going to do a couple of serious things, but mostly fun things. So to start with, let's heal everybody, because when we left off, we'd had a little fight. And it might be nice if Shadowheart healed everybody really quick. Especially Asterion, because he seemed to take the brunt of it. Could be because I had his armor off. Okay, so where we left off, we had been to Arthur's house and discovered that in addition to being a bit of a weirdo, Arthur has been making some exploding toys for refugees. So we need to go to the donation center really quick and intercept those toys before we have a lot of injured refugee children.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these young lady, Shadowheart, a word.
Oh, he has something he wants to say to Shadowheart.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
I'll just stay quiet.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I'll just let Shadowheart handle this.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renald there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair?
Reynold. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
And I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens. Baldurians, stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon
Exactly.
there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
True Baldurians. Baldurian, your accent's Rivingtonian. That hardly counts.
Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
Wherever you're from, clearly they don't have barbers.
Refugees can't stay here.
Let's talk to Rix Garvin.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words.
You think all of the refugees are hardcore absolutists?
There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
Where have I heard that before?
Protect us, not these intruders.
Mandy Harvest Moon.
Paid to take
What's his
down
name?
troublemakers.
Ser
So don't
Grotpole.
make trouble.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees.
I agree. There aren't nearly enough folk helping the refugees.
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
Archduke Gortash. I'm sure he'll try to make a
And I'm
difference.
sure the Manic will deal with it.
Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
Yes, Shadowheart is a pretty heretic.
That's truly this.
I don't know how he can look at her and feel disgust. A record maintained by the Flaming Fists of refugees arriving in Rivington in the last 10 days. The number increases in each of the previous 5 days. Clearly, the town outside Worm's Crossing will be unable to accommodate all of them. Some of the names on the list are... Yes. Zindraman, Tinker Nazem, Sendron Vanderhoof, Otterdance Fenton, Gregory Bright, Andler Vosh, Marfa Golowitz, Brilgor. Did I talk to Brilgor? Yes. Buckle, Sconner, and Lucis Callista, and many more. And here is a letter of complaint from Sarah Grotpole. To the Flaming Fist duty officer, I assumed that members of the Flaming Fist were assigned to Rivington to maintain law and order among the refugees, but what do I see? Ragged refugees, big as life and twice as odorous, walking Rivington streets as if they owned the place, instead of keeping it decently out of sight in that refugee camp. I warn you, my great-aunt knows Blaze Liara Porter personally, and if those refugees aren't rounded up and kept where they belong, the Blaze will hear about it. Sarah Grotpole, with the funny hair. Oops.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it
I didn't mean to
now.
take that. Let's see. I better save. I'm gonna talk my way out of it. No problem. Do you really care if the odd trinket goes missing? Just an odd trinket. I should get this easily. Oh, phew. Okay. How did the Dutch get there? Very good question.
They believe you. For now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
All right, let's talk to Manip Nestor.
Donations?
Donations for what?
Do you know advice? The refugees.
Good point.
If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
I need to get into the barn right now. Something dangerous might be among the donations.
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
Is everything all right, Manip Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
Keep your distance, darling.
We found the box of toys.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this.
Okay, I will.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Now, if you try to take anything out of here before you find the toys, they will arrest you. But now, for some reason, they're just going to let me take anything I want, which is great because look at all these neat outfits. Oh my gosh. This is my favorite part of Baldur's Gate. I'll send those to camp for later. And just because of the way the game flows, I am going to go ahead and take all this stuff. Don't judge. I will be having a refugee in my camp, so this is for them. Just think of it that way. Just think of it that way. A courgette. I guess that's a cucumber.
Toys trapped to injured children. It's abominable. Who would do such a thing?
I am running a little low on camp supplies, and I am trying to save the world, so it's okay. I'm glad you don't accept dangerous donations. That's always good advice. The hungry bullywug. Once there lived a bullywug whose name was Billy. His clothes were ragged, he never washed, and he spoke in tongues that nobody could ever understand. But the worst thing about Billy was that he was always hungry. First, he ate all the food that was in his village. Then he moved on to villages nearby. Soon the entire region was starving because Billy could never have enough. Villagers offered to teach Billy how to farm so that he could make his own way, but Billy was lazy. Billy only ever wanted to live off the kindness of others, so that is what he did. One day the villagers decided they'd had enough. They'd been forced to live off their supplies for months and were sick of it. And Billy, having gotten fat from eating all of their food, had started to look rather appetizing himself.
To injured children. It's abominable. Who would do such a thing? I thought this assignment was going to be dull.
And who do you think I like dressing up the most in this game? Who deserves to be wearing the finest clothes? I'll tell you who. My sweet, sweet Astarion. That's right, Billy. You have to earn your keep.
Who would do such a thing? I thought this assignment was going to be dull.
That might be the first time I saw that cheese that wasn't spoiled. A pig.
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries.
You're one of the most impressive pigs I've ever seen.
Oh, how kind of you to say. I have been growing my bristles out. It's something of an art, you see.
See you later, Wilbur. I'm sure you caught that Charlotte's Web reference. So funny. These guys. I love these writers so much. If I ever see one of these writers, I'm going to give them a big hug. Let's see, a note. What does it say? Nestor's warning. It seems I have to remind some of you, I don't know who he could be talking to, that what is in the barn is for the refugees, not for your dinner. Oops. Next one I find skimming from the top cleans the latrine for the rest of the month. Whoo! Hopefully he doesn't catch me, huh? I don't want to clean the latrines.
Anything of use?
I love the glow cap mushrooms. They just kind of round things out when I just need one camp supply and not 20. What are you doing there, guy?
What's cooking?
You are, Karlak. You are. Oh, yay. That goes to Asterion. Okay, I think that's everything.
No one stopped me yet.
I'm a little bit encumbered, but I'll be able to sell things here in just a second. I would love to bring him along. I'm afraid he is a donation, however, that I don't have the ambition to put in a box and take with me. All right, let's talk to...
Hello again. Looking for something different? You've come to the right merchant.
All right, what do you think of Baldur's Gate?
Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing.
Show me these fancy items you have on offer. Anything magical?
Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look.
Okay, Mattis, let's see what you have. So let me look at my stuff and see what I can sell. I need to send this to Karlak, actually. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, I think I just sold all my wares, so that's good. All right, let's see. Oh, I've got almost all of his stuff. That should help us to travel a little bit lighter. I'll buy one of those. Ooh, and one of these. That looks great.
Stay away from trapped chests.
Why, thank you for your good advice. Asterion is still kind of burdened there. Well, that's okay. We'll figure that out back at camp because we're going back to camp right now. Look at this. It's Yenna.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Aww.
Yes, we can play Wanna Cup.
Aw. Of course you can stay, Yenna. Pick a spot and settle in.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Aw. Sweet Yenna.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna.
I'm not going to hurt you, kitty.
I don't like talking.
Aw. Do you know what happened to Yenna's mother?
Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
Oh, she whispers that. Is Yenna mistreating you?
Yenna is my best friend.
Oh.
She's kind. Help her, not me.
May I pet you?
Please don't.
Aww. What a pretty orange kitty. So there is a letter here from Arabella. Let's read it. The ink is still fresh and the letter is drawn in a careful hand. Hey you, so I owe you a lot. For one, I don't know what the inside of a snake's belly looks like. For another, you let me stay at your camp. And for another, you found out what happened to moms and pops. I'm on my own now, and Bone Man says it's a good thing. I just have to let the weave guide me. And as far as I can tell, it's tugging me to Baldur's Gate, so I'm headed there first. Anyway, thanks for everything. I won't forget it. Arabella. Yes, he's so precious. Oi. Oh, and a letter from Volo. Let's read this. To whomever happens upon this note first, regretfully, a matter of critical import requiring my immediate attention has arisen. Not that your various misadventures are unimportant per se, but, well, regardless, the matter is far too sensitive to be committed to parchment here, so I shall regale you of it when we meet again in Baldur's Gate. Cordially yours, Volothamp Gedarm. Okay. Let's see, I think I can start my rest now.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
What are you hoping to find there again?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
How are you faring without your Harpers?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
Just try to keep up, old one.
Do you know, maybe my hearing is not what it was. Would you like to repeat that?
Okay.
Copper for your thoughts.
She doesn't have anything to say.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city.
We're getting close to the city. Are you excited to return, reluctant, or a little bit of both?
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
I don't remember it, but I'm afraid of who might remember me.
No one knows better than I do the deep shadows haunting Baldur's Gate. But I also know you can find the light if you know where to look. And this I promise. You can always look to me.
Come to kill me again, darling. Can we? I suppose we can.
Can I have the first kiss of this stream, Asterion?
How could I say no?
Ah, bless video games. Oh, he's so gorgeous. I'm so lucky to play video games.
Delicious.
Why, indeed. I will not argue.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
The Sharans are using a place called the House of Grief as cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to
That's the best part.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Where's Arabella gone to?
The girl has left to hew her own path. She left behind a letter, as thou dost know. Hast thou other business?
Not right now.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no Waterdeep, but Baldur's Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I am. Aww. Unfortunately, the owl-bear interaction is not working right now. They will undoubtedly fix that at some point in the future.
Worm's Crossing, the gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Have you heard from Thaniel since we moved on?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well, and Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Hmm.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Keeping very well, I hope?
What will you do now that your father's gone?
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life.
For life? Well, thanks. All right, time to go sleepy times. Did I talk to Karlach? I did, right? She didn't have anything to say, did she?
Hey, soldier.
Oh, no, she doesn't have anything to say. Didn't I pick up a mushroom? I know I did. There you are.
Naughty, 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 little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master. And he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
All those deaths by your hand, how can you ever atone?
By eradicating your siblings. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days.
Don't be alarmed, but I've divined with near certainty that Lord Baal is my father.
Well, it certainly sheds some light on the sleepless night you spent tied up trying to slit my throat. Bloody hells. A Baalspawn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette?
I'm very afraid. How can I stand up to a god? He wants me to cause carnage.
You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Baal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca.
So, she needs to be careful about who she tells, so she is therefore going to go tell every single person in camp.
What's on your mind?
I know the truth about myself at last. I'm a Baal spawn.
A Baal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, it's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful.
Well, gosh, I will be.
Oakfather preserve you.
I understand my affliction at last. I am a Baal spawn. The Lord of Murder compels me.
You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful with whom you share that fact. I hear many of your kind have met premature ends.
Yes, indeed.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
I understand my affliction at last. I am a ball spawn. The Lord of Murder compels me.
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to.
If I want to. Should I? So I don't know if you saw the creature that Orin turned into. That is the Slayer form that Baalspawn can get. And in order for Tav to get that, she would have had to kill Isabel or Asterion, but she didn't do that. So therefore, she cannot get the Slayer form.
Always good to talk, my friend.
So I'm born of the Lord of Murder. I'm a Baalspawn.
Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you.
What's on your mind?
So I've discovered I'm a Baalspawn, a child of the god of murder.
That's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. You are my friend, and you get to choose your destiny. Choose well, all right? Please.
Well, are we ready for the road once more?
I wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
You traveled with a child of Baal in times past, did you not?
I did, though I don't often speak of it. So many seem to think they know the whole story already. I find it a pity to correct them. We can speak of old battles later. Our plate is piled high with catastrophes enough for the present, huh?
True story. Now, I'm going to dismiss Shadowheart and pick up Will. We're doing pretty good on time.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
We're just going to journey separately for now.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Oh, I didn't
Always
talk
good
to
to talk,
Lae'zel
my
yet. I
friend.
should go talk to her. I'd like you to join me.
That's the spirit.
I'm listening.
I discovered I'm a Baalspawn. The Lord of Murder's blood flows through me.
I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and leave camp.
The refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
We've got diseases. Any one of them could be a spy to the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
are you calling this new business?
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
I just told you about it. 6. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
All this kerfuffle over missing redcaps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our redcap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Please, go ahead of us. My son is a little nervous.
Stinks of cheese. Between his piggy toes!
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
I've never heard of an extra-planar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries.
All right, I'd like to enter the circus.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Gonna try a little deception and tell him that I've actually just been hired. I juggle knives.
I hope you're good. The redcaps got a little too excited when the last one nicked himself. Ooh. Welcome to the circus. A motley crew of misfits and morons. We're happy to have you.
He is. He's a bit of a ghoul, after all.
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
The Circus of the Last Days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Sounds exciting.
Revelry, the goofs and the guffaws.
Let me try some insight to figure out what she is trying to tell me.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
I'd like to see your face paints. So we have face painting kits and disguise kits, but what I want is the face painting kits. And now that I have them, I shall distribute them to my teammates. Oh. And I might as well use them.
What a charmer.
Careful, I lied. When I needed.
And now everybody's adorable. Look at them. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Approach! Ugly one!
The hells did you just call me?
Ugly! Hideous! Vile! You are fortunate
Yes, exactly.
to have found me, freakish one. Behold!
Freakish one.
Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
Okay, what kind of things can I win?
Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot.
What is the jackpot?
No more questions. Spin or don't.
Okay, I'd like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
Uh-oh.
Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
Thanks, I guess.
You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
Hey, Ma. I have a Starion try. Unlucky Thieves' Gloves. Let's see what they do.
No time to rest.
Sleight of hand +2. Whenever the wearer steals anything, a piece of coal appears in their pocket like a tiny, dusty condemnation. All right, let's see if Astarion can figure this out.
Approach, ugly one. Behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
All right, I'd like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one.
Oh, go on.
You may have this.
A nice trick rigging the wheel, but you need to work on your technique. It's obvious.
You would accuse me, Akabi, destroyer of planes, of cheating. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose!
Oh, I hope I can spin again. Fine, I'll spin the wheel. Or forgive me, perhaps my eyes were mistaken. I better spin the wheel. I don't want to turn into cheese.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
Thanks, I guess.
You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew.
A mirror of aging. Okay. This mirror will show you yourself as an elderly person, provided you look into it for long enough. Decades for preference. Okay. All right, so it's time for a heist. Let me make sure that Asterion is not overly burdened with things. That should do. Okay.
Red-handed.
Whoops.
Perhaps you should practice on a mannequin or a corpse.
Okay, so that didn't work.
What to do?
Let's try... Oh, I think he might have it, actually. Let's try a scroll of invisibility instead of a potion. Come on.
Crime can pay,
Whoops.
but not when you can't pick a
How
pocket
about 3
correctly.
wishes, right? Not will. Hang on a second.
The pride of the gate.
Come on.
Can pay, but not when you can't pick a pocket correctly.
The rat. I'm gonna try once more. If Shadowheart was here, she could cast.
Caught with your hand in a pocket. Embarrassing.
It is
And
embarrassing.
possibly dangerous.
Very possibly dangerous. Let me go back a little bit and try this again. Let me try to do it while she's talking to him. I think that's what I'm going to do. While I have him upset. While he's upset, I'm going to send Asterion over. Let's see. I have to get my gold back. I can't leave here without my gold. I need it. I wonder, could I do a gaseous form and pickpocket? Molly, can you pickpocket when you're in gaseous form? Just asking. I can't remember.
Akabi's Wheel of Wonders.
I could try.
To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
Let me do this again. I'd like to spin the wheel.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard.
Ah, her
As it
perception worked
glows,
this
the
time.
wheel
I better, yeah, better do that now. Okay.
Crime can pay, but not when you can't pick a pocket
Succeeded
correctly.
sleight of hand. Oh, my first one succeeded. Okay.
Crime can pay, but
Well, I didn't give him too much of my gold, so...
You failed to win the grand prize, but fear not.
Oh, no big deal. I was just asking if you can pickpocket in gaseous form, Molly. Okay, nice trick rigging the wheel, but you need to work on your technique. It's obvious.
You would accuse me, Akabi, destroyer of planes, of cheating.
So the important thing is I got his ring. That's the important thing, right? So that means...
Or I could turn you into something vile.
Yes.
Choose.
I'll choose. Fine, I'll spin the wheel. Whoopsie.
Possible. You thief! You cheated!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Liar! Enjoy the jackpot, muley card!
So, in case I muddled it up by failing on my first pickpocket attempts, his ring is the thing that gave him the ability to cheat there. So if you steal his ring, he can't cheat you anymore. And somehow he sent me to this weird little jungle, and I have to get out of it. He can also turn you into a wheel of cheese. I don't really want to be a wheel of cheese today. So, you just want to stay out of sight of these little dinosaur thingies. I'm going to have to drink a potion. The potion of glorious vaulting, because I'm going to have to jump a long way. I could have used a potion of flying, but I want to save that for later. There are a couple of bone cap mushrooms here, so I'm going to grab those.
Wonder what's past this.
And here is my jackpot. If I can get into it. But I should be able to. Maybe not on this try. I'll try again. So close, and yet so far. Let me take a healing potion really quick. You jerk. I really want to open this. There's something in here I really, really want to get. Why did I choose to be bloodless today? Oh, let's see. I don't know. Hang on. I wonder if I can still access the gloves of thievery. It looks like I can, so I'll equip those really quick. Now let's try. Ah, that should help. That's more like it, but it's still probably not going to be enough. So sorry to be taking up this much time opening one chest. No, this is breaking my heart. One more try. Okay, one more try. I swear this will be last time. I really want what's inside this chest. Still not going to be good enough. Why am I bloodless? Okay, let me try something else. Oh, I was able to pick it up. Good, I'll have Asterion open it. I'll just have Asterion open that later.
Every sail, Papa Seti. Papa sells good things.
And he has me exit via the latrines. Very cool.
Jugs and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free.
Ah! How did the despicable cheetah enjoy her vacation?
I had a lot of fun, actually. Thanks.
Akabi is delighted you enjoyed it, repugnant mortal. Begone! Akabi is sick of you!
Okay, so we're probably going to have to cut today's a little short. Well, I think there's one last thing we can do really quick. Don't let me forget to rob Akabi next time we come through. There's still some other things I want to get from him.
All right. What now?
The city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not?
I do love someone close to me, actually.
You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Asterion, are you up for this?
Oh, my love. How could I say no?
With the face paint on, I just can't take it.
close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth.
So funny.
And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you.
She is.
Tender.
She's a dryad.
So fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught. So let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
When he's elbow deep in gore.
Guilty as charged. Sometimes literally.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Revenge.
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
Breaking a nail.
Ha! Well, when you look this good... Well, you were right every time. I almost wish you hadn't been, but, you do know me.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. You waste time soft soothing these flesh bags for the knife. I could end it now. But I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
You can feed on me tonight if you'd like.
Then I'll see you tonight. You sweet, generous thing.
That's the best way to calm him down.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
Good question, and that is where we are going to end it for today. We will finish the circus tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed today's live stream of Baldur's Gate 3. See you next time.